Hey, this is Arthur from Together Audio, and today I'm going to showcase our newest product, RE4ORM FX. RE4ORM FX is an audio effects plugin with 20 different effects which you can use to shape and manipulate your audio tracks. But unlike any other effects plugin, RE4ORM FX has these cool freeform LFOs that let you use your mouse to warp or even draw in how you want your effects to sound. This is so much faster than using DAW automation, plus there's some killer shapes in RE4ORM FX that I guarantee will take your mixes, remixes, or any audio tracks into hyperspace if you want it. So let's check it out.
So, as you can see, the interface is very clear with the two main areas you'll be working in. At the top you have your preset selection, where you can select from our factory presets or any of your own presets you make and save. The factory presets are categorized by type, such as risers, crushes, pitches, glitch, etc. Which is cool to give you a head start if you know the type of effect you want. Otherwise, you can just load RE4ORM FX onto an audio track or remix track, step through the presets and see what happens. All presets are synchronized to your DAW, so they'll always be in time with your music. At the bottom of the interface are 8 different effects panels. Some of the effects panels have multiple effects, giving you up to 20 different effects to work with individually. Of course, you can combine these effects together, which is where things get even more interesting. To enable or disable an effect, click the on-off button like this. For each effect, you have a selection of parameters to work with. Most of these will be very familiar to you, but definitely play around with some of Together Audio's special effects like the pipe model, which does some pretty amazing things. Now you could just stop there and use any of these effects without modulating them. Or you can use your DAW automation to modulate them if you like. But to really take advantage of RE4ORM FX, you want to take the next step and start working with the freeform shapes. To do that, first select one of the modeling buttons next to the effect parameter you want to shape. Then, on the middle of the interface are the freeform shapes along with some parameters for how much and how fast they'll tweak your effects. So you get 8 independent freeform shapes, one for each of the panels. They each have their own color, so you know which freeform LFO is assigned to which freeform effects. Okay, now the fun stuff. To change the shape of the freeform, you can use this drop down and select from the factory shapes. Or use the forward-back buttons to quickly step through them. Once you find something you like, you can use these two draw modes to customize the shape. This one will warp the shape like this. And this one will let you draw in any shape you want. There are 2 more buttons which allow you to smooth the shape like this or expand the shape like this. I think that's really cool. As I mentioned before, everything is tempo synced to your DAW, but you can still change the speed of the freeform LFO using the large speed knob. The other large knob sets the amount or how much you want the freeform shape to modulate the effects parameters you have it assigned to. You'll notice when you select the modeling, these cool little brackets show up around the knob. These set the range of the parameter you're modulating with the freeform LFO. To change the range, simply use your mouse to click drag up to set the minimum value and click drag down to set the maximum. You'll notice the modulation now only works inside the range you've set. This is awesome because you can really fine-tune how you want your freeform shapes to affect each parameter. Oh, and the modeling buttons to the right of the knob will make the modulation go in reverse. This is good if you want to, for example, have a gain parameter turned down while a drive parameter turns up.
So, as you can see, RE4ORM FX is really simple to use and very straightforward. It's good for individual tracks, full tracks, sound design for films, video games, or any sound that you want to transform, crush, spatialize, or mangle. There's a total of 20 different effects, From filters, distortion, reverbs, delays, pipe models, and with 8 different freeform LFOs, the possibilities are literally endless. Find out more on our website, subscribe to our channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time. Peace!